Hockey Night in Fitchburg rolls on here on FATV. John Gugerty joined, of course, by Daniel Bolek. We are ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. It is the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders. It's important that we get that right. They'll be taking on the Patriots of North Middlesex High School. Fitchburg Monty Tech comes into this one with a record of 6-2-3. They are 3-0-1 in the Coughlin Conference. North Middlesex comes in at 4-5-3, and they have a record of 1-2-1 in the Roy Conference. So Dan, as this is the first time we've had high school hockey here on FATV this season, why don't you tell the folks at home a little bit about the Coughlin and the Roy and the differences between the two?
Yep. So there are 20 teams that play ice hockey in Central Mass, 10 Division III teams and 10 Division IIIA teams. The Coughlin is one of the two 3A conferences, which Fitchburg Monty Tech is part of. The Roy is one of two conferences that do Division III hockey that North Middlesex is part of.
So Division III, Division IIIA, is that like in the olden days Division I and Division I AA where one was clearly above the other, or?
That is correct. 3 is superior to 3A. 3 is the only true statewide division in all of MIAA hockey as it stands right now, while 3A is sort of a lesser division for at a lower level. So at least on paper, although North Middlesex comes in with the lesser record, they are in the higher conference, and then you might think that these teams are roughly equal. That is a way of seeing things, absolutely. For North Middlesex, 4-5-3, but they have played mostly a Division III schedule, including having played a Division I and a Division II team. And they've only played one 3A team up to this point, which was a loss at the beginning of the season to the Worcester Wildcats. Whereas for Fitchburg Monty Tech, they're 5-2-3, primarily playing against 3A teams. Only once this year did they play a Division III team, in which they played Greater Lowell and beat them 7-1. So just the second time they're playing Division III. We're going to lay out and listen to public address announcer Jim LaPointe as he'll announce the starting lineups, and we'll have the national anthems right here on FATV.
At center, number 11, Jimmy O'Keefe. Left wing, number 8, Nick Miller. Defense, number 14, Tyler Dunbar. Defense, number 23, Ethan Freeman. Starting in goal for the Patriots, number 30, Brant Goodfriend. Head coach for the Patriots, Mike McCarthy. Assistant coaches, Derek Fors and John Jameson. And now for the Red Raiders on defense. Number 15, Robert Brogan. Defense, number 18, Anthony Lesperance. Left wing, number 16, Jace Salem. Right wing, number 27, Liam Hickey. At center, number 17, Max Bolak. And in goal tonight for the Raiders, number 28, Garrett Johnson. The head coach for the Red Raiders, Steve Lowney. Assistant coaches, Jim Brooks and Noah Saracen. Ladies and gentlemen, students, at this time, I'd ask you all to please stand as we honor our nation and the flag, playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
It is hockey night in Fitchburg here on FATV. I'm John Gugerty, joined, of course, by Daniel Bolak. And Dan, we are just about ready to get underway here. Fitchburg Monty Tech taking on the North Middlesex Patriots. But some very important news for the folks at home. When we were going over the rosters before this game, we both had one request, one prayer to the hockey gods, and that has been answered. Brant Goodfriend is in goal for the Patriots.
That has got to be one of the most impeccably named players that I've seen in a long, long time. But Brant Goodfriend, the sophomore keeper wearing number 30, gets the nod for the Patriots tonight.
This will be his 8th game of the season. Comes in with a record 4-1-1 and even 3.0 GAA.
Save percentage estimated at .889. You know, some games they just don't send the shot totals in. And so I have to piece things together as best I can. I'm estimating his save percentage at .889.
Well, we are about to get underway here, and here with the play-by-play call of the first period is one Daniel Bolak.
Thank you very much. As the puck is down, we are underway here from Fitchburg as North Middlesex wins the opening draw as the puck goes to the near side. They battled for and finally turned towards goal, but it goes wide of the FMT cage, and Garrett Johnson in goal, coming off a shutout earlier this week against the Worcester Wildcats. A huge win for Fitchburg Monty Tech to get them to 6-2-3.
You know, he has a shutout going right now.
He does. And so does Brant Goodfriend. Hasn't faced a shot yet as we are 30 seconds into the contest as the puck goes into the left wing corner. Patriots able to clear it out of the zone. Nick Miller carrying it up ice. Has his pocket picked by Max Bolak.
No relation, I assume.
As far as I know.
Just because I make the joke off air doesn't mean I'm not going to make the same joke on air.
You think I'd know better by now? Ryan Johnson bringing it up is dispossessed. Patriots dump in from the red line. Dan Abbott around the boards. Onto the right side for Devin Leblanc. Nudged on the far side. Devin trying to make another touch on it. Goes out of the reach of Connor Ledger. Now behind the Red Raider net on the left side. Patriots having trouble settling it and getting a shot turned on. Now trying to get another chance, goes off the stick of Ryan Lavery. On the right side, it comes splitting the defenseman, and out of the zone, Abbott will have to dump back in, or it'll be retrieved by Peter Stevens.
Patriots had to tag up. They'll take the opportunity to make a full line change as well.
Dumped in and around the boards again, and Peter Stevens tried to be the first to arrive, but beaten to the punch by a Patriot. Kyle Krozik behind the net, trying to center, nobody there for North Middlesex. Stevens again, nudging it along. Picked up on the far side, kept in by the defenseman there. And North Middlesex continuing to try to set themselves up for a shot. No shots in this game, a little over 2 minutes gone. As Fitchburg Monty Tech tries to take it up ice, but overskated, and now Stevens trying to send it out of the zone. Now turned on, and a shot by Connor Ludford. It's punched away by Garrett Johnson. Now up the far side, here's Riley Leblanc, younger brother of Devin. Squeezed off the puck as Nick Miller with a touch on. From the red line, Tyler Broussard. He was the backup quarterback for the Red Raiders this year. He also plays ice hockey with the same number 9. There's a shot looking for a redirection off the stick of Christian Rodriguez. Couldn't get it on there. Another shot from the left side boards ends up going wide into the right wing corner.
Tyler Broussard doesn't wear 9 for the Red Raiders.
Thought he did.
Donovan DeLeon wears number 9.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right.
Broussard was 15.
Ah.
This is the insightful commentary I bring to the broadcast booth.
You got the correction there, and you got it right, absolutely, as diving on the loose puck there was Garrett Johnson. He holds for a whistle with 11:48 to go in the first.
Johnson deflected that centering pass and then realized, oh, hey, there's a loose puck directly in front of my crease. I better jump on that. Went full extension, diving into the pile, but he was able to cover it up and draw the faceoff, which will come to his left.
Garrett Johnson, one of 2 netminders on this Fitchburg Monty Tech team with Spencer McCrillis, both third-year members of this Red Raider squad, although McCrillis is in his 4th year playing varsity hockey. Got in some games as an 8th grader for Gardner. from the far side, Jace Salem tries to push it out of the zone, finds Bolak on the near side, one of the captains of this Red Raider squad. Cross for Salem, tried to find Liam Hickey and spring him, but intercepted and spit back into the zone by the Patriots. And that's Caleb Amadon trying to make a play on the puck as it squirts free to the far side and brought up by Salem. 4 minutes gone into this contest, still looking for our first shot on target officially.
One of the things we saw a lot of in the first game of our doubleheader was teams having trouble corralling those long passes and sometimes just losing the handle. Now with another game played on this surface, we'll see if the ice comes into play here as much as it did in the earlier contest.
Connor Ledger on the far side, that pass mishandled as Devin LeBlanc could not get his stick on it. No icing will be called as Ethan Freeman will have to go all the way down to retrieve. Kyle Krawczyk with a touch on. This comes around to the near side boards. Pushing the boards, trying to intercept was Riley LeBlanc as it goes around to the far side and Krawczyk. Krawczyk with a nudge on as they continue to work it to the near side. On the left side looking for Matt Lynch and a whistle here with 10:07 to go in the first. One thing that you will notice is that we do 2 referees, 2 linesmen in college hockey. In high school during the regular season, it's just 2 referees. We dispense with the linesmen.
Who needs linesmen anyway, honestly?
Just got to do more work to get your money's worth. Right around to the near side for Peter Stevens. As Fitchburg Monty Tech tries to bring it up, and this is Ryan Johnson. Johnson gaining the blue line, and that's as far as he can get. Dumped back down by the Patriots.
It was dispossessed there by Dan Abbott. Did a good job sticking his stick right in the middle of there.
The senior defenseman had it there and nudged along back into the Raider zone. And icing going to be called here. Didn't gain the red line before the dump. So it'll come down to one side of Brant's good friend.
We want to thank the FATV underwriters who make this and every broadcast here on Fitchburg Access Television possible. Our thanks go out to Workers Credit Union, Rollstone Bank and Trust, the UMass Memorial Health Alliance Clinton Hospital, and North End Subaru.
A mess for the draw, eventually controlled by the Red Raiders, but we have a whistle and a penalty, I believe.
As soon as the face-off went down, the referee had his hand up in the air, signaling for a penalty.
Holding is indicated against Christian Rodriguez. He'll sit for 2 minutes or less, and we'll have our first power play of the game. And it comes for North Middlesex.
Shots on goal unofficially 2-0 in favor of North Middlesex. I say unofficially because you have 2 tally marks right there on your sheet there.
Those are actually for power plays.
Well,
still 0-0. Max Bolak loses his stick. He felt it was slashed out of his hands illegally.
It was. It absolutely was.
And I was going to say, and it definitely was.
Max Bolak is just skating up the ice here. He's got the puck. All of a sudden, somebody hits his stick. He drops his stick. He doesn't have the puck. And rather than, scramble after the puck and take advantage of the upcoming penalty, he just kind of holds his hands out like, I don't have a stick anymore. Why don't I have a stick anymore? What happened?
If it was an appeal for a penalty, it was very successful.
He got his stick knocked out of his hands. You can't do that.
And so 13 seconds of a power play is all that North Middlesex will get, and we'll play 4-on-4 for 1:47.
Ordinarily when you say 2 minutes or less on the power play, it's the implied threat of the power play goal, but in this case, it was only 13 seconds, and Fitchburg will take it.
So 4-on-4, Bolak with the shot. There's our first shot of the game, and the first save for Brant Goodfriend.
Goodfriend proving himself to be a bueno amigo to his teammates. Corrals that shot. We'll get a face-off to his right.
He's been a net for all 4 of the Patriots' victories this year. North Middlesex has not been afraid to go to any of their 3 goalies, whether it be junior Thomas Kelly or freshman Aaron Scarelli. They've gone to all 3. They went to Scarelli in their last game, a 2-1 loss to Marlborough.
Go Panthers or something? I don't know.
And so they go back to good friend today. Minute 10 in the 4-on-4. As Abbott gains the zone, takes the shot, a kick save by Garrett Johnson. Johnson's got those vintage pads out there. He's been wearing them since his freshman year.
It's very striking seeing the old school brown hockey pads up against the modern red and white with a little bit of black on the jerseys for Fitchburg Monty Tech.
And those are brand new jerseys for the Red Raiders this year as well. Such a nice clean look to them. I like them a lot more than the old set they had.
I gotta say, they look like hockey jerseys, and that's the biggest compliment I can give them. They look very, very good. I will refrain from making comment on North Middlesex's jerseys because, well, Thumper says if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all, right?
Yep, if you don't like them, you don't like them. 20 seconds to go on the 4-on-4, brought up the near side by Anthony Lesperance. Kept control of it, top of the slot, takes the shot high and wide to the right. Now to the stick of Riley LeBlanc. That's centered and spit all the way down. It's not going to be icing. Johnson will come out. Just leave it there for Lesperance.
First penalty is just about killed off. Raiders will have about 10 seconds worth of power play. We'll see if they can make anything of it.
Rodriguez is released from the sin bin. With 5 seconds left, Ryan Johnson draws a penalty.
You remember when I said they'll have about 10 seconds of power play? They will have about 2 minutes and 10 seconds of power play.
With 1 second left on the penalty to Nick Miller. He was ready to get out of the box, but then Tyler Dunbar takes a penalty.
Miller's there, he's holding the door open, ready to jump out, and all of a sudden he's holding the door open for Dunbar.
Not what he expected, but that's what he gets.
We 5-on-3 basically until the puck hits the ice, and then it'll be 5-on-4 for Fitchburg Monty Tech.
Miller comes out of the box on the right side for Salem. Top of the slot, Lesperance, shot, kick save by Goodfriend. Rebound poked out to the far side, nearly cleared out by Miller, kept in the zone, off the stick of Hickey. Goes to the right side, lost a handle on it, nudged along by Jay Salem. Bolak on the left side, look for a redirect for Hickey out of his reach. Salem, cross ice. Bolak with the shot cut down in front. We're past halfway in this first period, 3 15-minute periods in MIAA hockey. As Anthony Lesperance will circle back in his own end. Stretches up for Bolak. And now Salem. Jimmy O'Keefe right on him, not giving him the space. Hickey dispossessed. He'll get it back, lost it again. Now the Red Raiders having trouble regaining the zone. Lesperance finally shakes off the defender, gets into the zone, trying to push towards goal. Didn't find an opening there. Salem. Now Bolak whiffs on the shot.
Bolak was rearing back, wanted a big slap shot there. Came up with nothing but air, however.
The junior forward, 13 goals this year, leads the Red Raiders in scoring. Outrides the top of the boards. And Anthony Lesperance trying to get to it first, but getting there instead was Ryan Lavery for the Patriots. And now that one couldn't be held in a 2-on-2 developing. Here's Ryan Johnson with a shot that goes wide as Goodfriend takes a tumble. He was not quite ready for that shot.
I think Goodfriend deflected that above and over the net and then lost his footing as he tried to get back. Wound up taking a pratfall, landed right on his backside.
Got a little embarrassing for him, but at least he came up with the save. Intercepted and turned on goal by TJ Murphy, but Garrett Johnson there to make the stop. And the penalties are over. We're back to full strength. 5:10 to go in this first period. No score, shots 2 apiece.
And we will thank some more of our underwriters. We want to thank Resource Management, Unitil, Minuteman Press, and Hub International. Thank you for your support.
Draw is controlled by the Red Raiders. Stevens around to the near side looking for Broussard. That one turned back and around out of the zone. Sent back in by Dunbar. Goes off the boards and right to Johnson, who will protect the puck.
Johnson took a knee like he was going to cover that up, even though there was nobody around him but teammates.
He was ready to cover it just in case the Patriots were going to challenge and try to charge that puck down, but they didn't.
Have you noticed that Matt Lynch has an amazing head of hair?
He does have an amazing head of hair. And the one thought that came through my mind was if Brant Goodfriend wasn't going to play goal, Thomas Kelly, who wears number 31, also has amazing hair. It's dumped in and set down by Garrett Johnson. A lot of the Patriots with wonderful hockey hair. Avery Roy with a touch on. Christian Rodriguez stands up a Patriot. Then Roy will backhand it down into the Patriots' end, but that's going to be icing. Now, because of NFHS rules, you can change after an icing, so Fitchburg Monty Tech will finish the line change anyway.
They'll take the opportunity that is afforded to them. Makes sense.
It's only when you get up to college that they start saying, no, stay out there with you and your tired legs.
Well, I can see why they would want to be a little more protective of the players, not wanting them to play while tired at the high school level.
Out in front, not able to get a clean shot off, which Jimmy O'Keefe. He's got 4 goals this year for the Patriots. And delayed offsides against North Middlesex. Moved along to the near side, where North Middlesex will try to pull it up. This is Sean Morrissey, driven back by the Red Raiders. That goes off the stick of Robert Brogan. Pinballing around, Nick Miller settles to the right side, shot saved by Johnson. Knocked it down with the glove on the right hand and then dove out and covered it.
Point of order, he did not cover it. He just looked like he covered it. And the referee, who was behind him to the right, thought that he had covered it. The whistle blew, and the puck was right at about the Falcon logo on the far left boards.
He reached out so demonstratively. I don't think I said that right, but whatever.
You'll get it on the third try.
I don't feel like trying a third time.
Demonstratively.
Demonstratively. There we
you go.
Couldn't be kept in the zone there by Dan Abbott, and pushed up ice by Salem. Abbott will spit it out of the zone for Ryan Lavery, and a 2-on-1 developing, but good route to it by Connor Ledger. Wouldn't let get a clean shot. They did get a backhand shot off from Lavery. Garrett Johnson ready for that one. Now Liam Hickey carrying it up. Changes to the left wing. Takes the shot saved by Goodfriend. And we have a whistle.
Penalty, I believe.
Indeed we do, with 2:30 to go in the first.
So while we sort that out, we will once again thank some of the underwriters here. FATV wishes to send its thanks to MART, Fitchburg State University, and the Sentinel and Enterprise for underwriting this telecast, along with every other remote production using the FATV truck.
Caleb Amadon, who's the leading scorer for the Patriots, 7 goals, 10 assists, will sit for 2 minutes.
Actually had someone from Worcester's access station stop in the FATV truck right before the game, the first game we had today. He was very impressed. And if I may say so, he should be very impressed. We have a very impressive truck.
We do indeed. Salem drops off for Bolak. On the left side, backhand shot, climbed too high. Anthony Lesperance. Pass it out to the left side, hops over 2 sticks. Eventually finds its way to Ryan Johnson. Lesperance, Bolak, swings it to the right side, shot by Salem, but that's stopped by Goodfriend. The left wing corner with 1:15 to go on the power play. 30-second difference between game clock and penalty clock. Jay Salem. Now for Lesperance, shot through traffic, redirected in front, and another save by Goodfriend, as he dove over to his right and knocked the net off for good measure.
Brant Goodfriend showing he is indeed a bien-ami for his teammates. Diving left, right, and center, knocking down every puck that comes his way. He's faced 6 shots, he's turned them all away.
Draw will come to Goodfriend's right. With the official satisfied with the placement of the players, he'll drop the puck. This shot turned wide and behind the net. They'll come out slowly to Jace Salem on the right half boards. Now for Anthony Lesperance. And now Salem winds, fires. Got a lot of pace on it, but not a lot of accuracy. And North Middlesex able to clear it down on goal. Settled down by Garrett Johnson on the other end.
Good work there, clearing it out of the zone and getting it on net, so it wasn't an icing call. Forces Fitchburg to go back, play defense, gives the Patriots a chance to change lines.
Max Bolak into the zone. Couldn't keep it on his stick. Boom, a booming thud on the hit delivered into the boards, into the right wing corner. Hickey out to the right side. Puck down and loose, but nobody able to turn it on from the shot by Riley Leblanc, and sent all the way down. This will kill the rest of the penalty off.
Patriots do a full change. They're back to even strength.
Zamadon comes out of the box. A delayed offsides against North Middlesex. They have to tag up. Zamadon was so eager to get out of the box and make the play, he jumped over the line way too early. 13 seconds to go in the period. Sold on the line by Roy. Stuck in the neutral zone. We have a whistle and a penalty, I think, again. Let's see what we have. Too many men.
Patriots got caught up during a line change. They'll send Matt Lynch to serve the penalty. That'll be about 6 seconds, the remaining 6 seconds of this first period, and then 1:54 of the second. Patriots have played shorthanded not quite as often as they've played at even strength, but it certainly feels like that, especially if you're a North Middlesex fan.
Well, another chance coming for the Red Raiders. A shot through traffic turned wide off the leg of Dan Abbott from the stick of Jace Salem. And that ends the first period of action here at the Wallace Civic Center. No score between the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders and the North Middlesex Patriots.
Dan, we talked a bit before the game about how even with the disparate records between the two teams, it looked on paper like it would be a pretty even matchup. North Middlesex coming in with the worst record but playing against tougher competition. And thus far, through 15 minutes of hockey, I would say that's about right. These two teams seem very evenly matched. No team with the clear upper hand as we head to the locker rooms for the first intermission.
Indeed. For Fitchburg Monty Tech, they had some chances here and there, but North Middlesex, they've been taking a lot of penalties. They have not been playing as disciplined, and that last one just getting caught up in the line change there.
We'll see if that comes back to bite the Patriots. They will be on the shorthanded side of things for 1 minute and 55 seconds as we start the second period. But first, we take a break, and we'll take it alongside the players. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. It's Hockey Night on Fitchburg here on FATV.
Back here at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University for Game 2 of our hockey doubleheader as part of the Glenn Roberts Memorial Hockey Games. The Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders taking on the North Middlesex Patriots. No score through 1 period of play. Daniel Bolak, John Gugerty here with you. As, you know, intermissions, they can't wait to get back on the ice.
They really can't, can they? I was doing very important research, I'll have you know. By which I mean I was looking up how to say good friend in Klingon. But still, very important research.
Through 1 period of play, shots 7-5 in favor of Fitchburg Monty Tech, and they will start the second period on a 1:55 power play after the Patriots got caught for too many men. A no good, horrible, very bad line change.
That about sums it up.
And the Red Raiders already on their 4th power play of the contest. North Middlesex has to be better with the discipline in the second period.
Patriots had a couple of times. There was one right toward the end of the period where they were shorthanded, and right before the penalty was killed off, because they were only going to be shorthanded for about 13 seconds. But with 1 second left on that penalty, they committed another penalty. We will get ready to burn it down and start the second period of action here at the Wallace Civic Center.
And for the second period of play, John Gugerty's going to have a go.
Oh, goodness me, yes. All right, second period of action, about to get ready here at the Wallace Civic Center. Patriots on the left side wearing their red and navy blue. Red Raiders of Fitchburg Monty Tech in the red and white. Jay Salem takes it in for the Raiders. Loses it almost immediately. Salem fighting with Ethan Freeman. Back to Salem. His shot is deflected by Freeman. Freeman tries to clear it, goes off of Salem. It's a two-man hockey game. I can call those. Freeman and Salem still fighting for it. Now comes out to L'Esperance. His shot is deflected and cleared all the way out to Garrett Johnson. Johnson made 5 saves in the first period. They'll give him credit for a 6th here. This is now Tyler Dunbar with the puck for the Patriots. Sends it along the near side boards. Gathered there by the Raiders. Max Bolak and Jay Salem back and forth. Salem will dump it in. Chase there for Fitchburg Monty Tech by Christian Rodriguez. Sent back behind the net, Caleb Amadon. Now over to Salem on the far side. He's defended by Ryan Lavery. Salem sends it over to L'Esperance, who advances it, shot, and score! Ryan Johnson, a quick little wrist shot. Give that man another movie. Dan, nothing came. It looked like nothing was coming to that one. It seemed to hit Brant Goodfriend right in the belly, but it snuck through. Let's take another look at it from our camera positioned perfectly high on the near side boards. It just goes right in between his left arm and his midsection.
It just couldn't batten down that hatch well enough. And Ryan Johnson gets the goal for the Red Raiders, make it a 1-0 game.
Ryan Johnson, the junior, his 5th goal of the season, gives Fitchburg Monty Tech a 1-0 lead less than 2 minutes into this second period. Red Raiders trying to press the advantage. Shot by Johnson is steered wide. Goodfriend will cover up. Now, Dan, you're a goaltender. That quick little wrist shot there, right between the blocker arm and the midsection. What thought process as a goalie would you go through defending against a shot like that?
At a tight angle from there, you're trying to seal up the post. So we'll listen to the announcement from So Bolak and L'Esperance get the assists. In minute 16, I think you're trying to seal up that near side post because you're thinking that's the more dangerous spot to shoot for. But instead he's trying to go across, which there's not a lot of room there just because of the positioning of Goodfriend. But he didn't have his left arm solid and square to the body.
Yeah, it wasn't secure against his side there. It was kind of open a little bit, left that hole there, and Johnson was able to capitalize on it. Now a shot is save made by Goodfriend. That was Tyler Brassard taking it. Tyler Brassard, excuse me. You'd think I would know his name. I've called his games literally all year. Taken back behind the net, gets caught up with the referee. Bit of a break there for the Patriots. 2 Raiders, 2 Pats. It's like an AFC Championship game here in February. Well, not really. The Raiders are in it, but you know what I mean. Patriots gather, take it behind the net, can't clear the zone. Kept in by L'Esperance. Finally clear of the blue line. Patriots try to make something happen. They'll dump it off for Dan Abbott. Abbott will dump it in, goes high and beyond the reach of Garrett Johnson. Nothing for him to do. Kept in the zone there. Taken behind the net. This is Ryan Lavery. Now Caleb Abaddon with it. Lavery will give chase. Skates it all the way around. Finally sends it back behind the net, where it is gathered there by Robert Brogan. Brogan advances and it's cleared out. Max Bolak giving chase for the Raiders. And it just scoots harmlessly along the boards, and now North Middlesex is on the attack. 3-on-2 if they hurry. They can't. Fitchburg Monty Tech takes it, skates out of their zone. Bolak will gain the offense and be knocked promptly on his backside. Patriot fans on the near side, happy to see that. Haven't had too much to cheer about, have the near side faithful, but they enjoyed that big hit nonetheless. Tried to clear it there, but well defended. Ryan Johnson with the puck. Scored a goal just a couple minutes ago. Gave Fitchburg Monty Tech their 1-0 lead. This puck sent back behind the net. Riley LeBlanc going after it. Swing and a miss and a big collision at the far left corner. Patriots will take it back behind their net. Try and fail to clear the zone. Now Johnson one-on-one. Beats his man. Only the goalie. Shot. Save made by Goodfriend. Another save by Goodfriend. Kicks this one back behind his net. Finally, the Patriots clear. They'll send it all the way down and get the icing call. Brant Goodfriend, un guter Freund indeed, keeping this a 1-0 deficit. An excellent save.
That was a wonderful individual effort by Ryan Johnson, the junior. Just streaking past all of the Patriot defenders.
You see it again there. Johnson beat several defenders but could not beat Goodfriend. He was turned away. Puck goes high but stays in play. Bounces off the boards rather than the netting. It will stay live. We duck under 10 minutes to play here in the second period. Fitchburg Monty Tech leading North Middlesex 1-0. Puck coming into the Raider end, handled there by Robert Brogan. Bounces out of his reach. Now an opportunity for the Patriots. Shot, score! Nick Miller. Johnny on the spot. The puck bounced right into his lap. He was gifted the golden opportunity, and he capitalized.
It's rough to give up a turnover in your own zone. You can see Garrett Johnson
he is not happy. He may not say anything about it, but Garrett Johnson is not thinking kind thoughts about his teammates right now.
I'm just looking at him right now. He has not moved. And that was just a rough turnover. And Nick Miller, as you said, Johnny on the spot, just got right in there. They got a quick snapshot off. And Johnson didn't move after that goal was conceded until they restarted play. And
now another opportunity. Johnson makes the save but can't handle the rebound. That shot off the stick of Caleb Abaddon. Real quick for Miller, it's his third goal of the season for the senior. Now the Raiders have it in their offensive end. Jay Salem shot, save made by Goodfriend, and he'll just hang on to it. North Middlesex, Dan, answering right back. Less than 3 minutes after Fitchburg Monty Tech had scored, they tie it up.
A strong response from North Middlesex, really more the beneficiary of luck than anything, but if your opposition makes a mistake, you've got to be ready to make them pay.
We have our second Shield theme song of the night playing at the Wallace Civic Center. So if you can get money in on playing Roman Reigns' song, do so now. Centering past the deflected shot goes just wide. Liam Hickey looked like he had Goodfriend beat, but unfortunately he beat the far post as well. Patriots have a little trouble clearing, but finally do. Send it down to the Raider end where it is played by Johnson. Picked up there by Jay Salem. He'll try to clear it. Try being the operative word. Finally they're successful. Bolek clears and falls to the ice and loses his stick for his trouble. And we get an icing. Multiple players lost their sticks on that exchange.
It's funny, for a moment I saw that Max Bolek had gone down and there was a stick right underneath him, and I thought it was weird that he got up slowly and then didn't want anything to do with that stick because it wasn't his stick.
It wasn't his stick. He landed on top of someone else's stick. Max Bolek has had a lot of stick-related mishaps tonight. Shot from the left side point, deflected wide by Goodfriend. Centering pass hits nobody. Kept in by Stevens. Lost by the forward there. Patriots try to clear. Riley LeBlanc does a good job recovering. Patriots poke it out, but Stevens keeps it in. His shot is deflected. Nothing Goodfriend had to do there. Taken in behind the net by Dunbar. He'll bounce it off the far side board and into the Raider bench. It's a save made by a goaltender who's not even playing in this game.
Yep. Spencer McCrillis able to get a piece of that one and protect his coach.
I like how the coach positions the backup goaltender right next to him. Just in case anything's coming this way, I want the guy who's most able to block the shot right next to me. Shot off the draw is deflected, another shot. Raiders thought they had a goal for a second. No, it goes back behind the net. Connor Leisure's shot is deflected, goes wide, and it hits the netting. We'll stop the clock with 7:50 to play here in the second period.
Heck of a ricochet off the skate and out of play. You know, a lot of goaltenders, you know, they have benches at the ends, little benches for the goalies to stand on, but that's just good coaching there to put your backup goalie right there. It's also where there's a door, so he can open the door for line changes.
There you go.
That's often a thing that reserve keepers will be doing on the bench.
They're the guys least likely to see the ice at any given moment, so give them something to do. Patriots finally clear, and they'll just dump it in. Pursued there by L'Esperance. Tries to skate it out, loses the handle, can't clear the blue line. 7:20 to play here in the second tie game. Loose puck in front of the net. A great save by Johnson, and then the net bounces off of its moorings. We'll stop the play. Once again, Dan, a rapidly developing opportunity for North Middlesex. We saw their goal come on a similar play. This puck just kind of found its way out in front of Johnson. He couldn't handle that shot. And then a point-blank opportunity for Ethan Freeman. Johnson able to turn him away.
Good on Johnson to at least get from post to post. Quickly reacting there, making a solid save to keep it level at 1 apiece.
Sent along the far side boards by Liam Hickey. Kept in by the Patriots. Second effort, Hickey's able to clear. Patriots send it right back in. Johnson steers it wide. Raiders will try to clear on the near side. Meet with no success, however. Puck is sent back behind the net, chased there by Nick Miller. Raiders regain control. They'll clear. They have a 2-on-2 opportunity if they hurry. Max Bolak with it. He'll keep it himself. Maybe go for a wraparound. Decides not to. Sends it out to his left side defenseman. That's Leisure. Leisure cranks up a shot. It is blocked and cleared. Raiders will regain the puck, but they'll have to reset their offense. Choose instead to just dump it in. The puck winds up in their own end. Bolak couldn't get to that pass. Hickey tried to find him with a fancy backhand. Wasn't there for him. Hickey now with another chance, leaves it off for no one in particular. Bolak will give chase. Sends it over to Salem, who immediately loses the handle. Patriots send it in. Shot. Save made. Not quite sure if that was intended to be a shot, but Connor Ludford very nearly found the back of the net with it nonetheless. Sent back in by the Patriots. Officials can't decide if they're offside or not.
It is a delayed offside.
A big hit just as the Raiders clear the zone. Perfectly legal. Max Bolak knocked on his backside again. Spinning backhand goes just wide of the net. Hickey will take it up. He's got Bolak behind him. Takes the shot himself. Save made by good friend. And he will hang on to it.
So shots in this period right now are 8-6 in favor of Fitchburg Monty Tech, but North Middlesex, they've got the lone strike. They never did announce that goal, but we're pretty sure it was Nick Miller unassisted after the...
That sounds about right.
Yep.
It was definitely Nick Miller.
Yep. After the rough turnover in their own zone by the Red Raiders.
Face-off controlled by the Patriots. Try to clear it out, but it is blocked by Devin Leblanc. Sent back behind the Patriot net. North Middlesex still unable to clear. LeBlanc once again poking it back in. Patriots having trouble just getting outside their own blue line. They finally do. And the puck is sent right back in. Steered to the left side by Goodfriend. Cleared out. Players run into each other, but they say fair play. Just get up and keep playing hockey, and that they will do. Centering pass deflected. Shot, save made by Johnson. Another save. Pushing and shoving after the whistles. They'll finally separate the two men.
Just a quick turnaround shot by North Middlesex. Got two really good chances on Johnson there. And he had trouble covering it first, but he was able to get on top of it. Of course, the teams will take a bit of offense to win.
There's that big hit on Bolek from a few minutes ago.
And yeah, the two teams, any team will take offense if you're taking an extra shot at their goalie. Just try to protect them, and the officials will let that go.
Faceoff comes to the right side of Garrett Johnson. It's controlled by North Middlesex. Centering pass. Johnson winds up having to steer that one wide. Now another centering pass finds nobody in particular. And the Raiders are able to clear.
Seems like the Patriots like that play where they get the centering pass offsides here. Not played with a high stick, but it's going to come all the way down. But what I was saying was, it does seem like the Patriots really like that play of trying to set up behind the goal line and then try to center for a one-timer in front. They're looking to try to set someone up in that slot, and that's up for Fitchburg Monty Tech to try to clear the slot out and make sure nobody gets a clean shot at that.
Now, Dan, ordinarily I would tell you who played that puck with the high stick, but there's no number 37 on North Middlesex roster. Maybe it was Griffin Petrucci, who also doesn't have a number listed, but that's a mystery.
That is what I've penciled in on my own roster.
Well, there you go. Puck now comes back behind Goodfriend. Patriots will gather. Try to send it in. Bolek delivering a hit of his own. Jimmy O'Keefe, the recipient of the elbow. Sent along the far side boards by Liam Hickey. And the Pats will pick it up, send it in, goes high just off the top of the backboard there. Still in play. Delayed offside here. Patriots have to clear the zone. By the time they do, Hickey's got the puck and he'll dump it in. Chased by Roy. Sent right back out. Opportunity here for the Patriots. Jimmy O'Keefe's got it. Sends it toward the middle. TJ Murphy can't handle. Kept in, however, by Connor Ludford and immediately sent back out. Puck goes all the way down and will get an icing. Stops the clock with 3:08 to play in this second period. Fitchburg got that goal, but North Middlesex answered back immediately, and since then, Dan, the pace of play has favored the Patriots, in my opinion.
And North Middlesex trying to show they are a Division III team, but they're a little higher on the totem pole, and they want to try to exert whatever dominance they can, especially to get back to 500. This could be a big win for them.
Raiders win the faceoff, send it back behind the net. It did clear the zone, so the Patriots had to tag up. Raiders have the offense by the time they do so. Tried to get that pass to center. It was intercepted. Now they'll take it back behind the net. Tried to find L'Esperance. Unable to do so. L'Esperance will gather deeper toward the Fitchburg Monty Tech end. Loose puck in front of Goodfriend, but it is picked up by the Patriots. Now they try to answer quickly on the counterattack. Walks right into a stone wall, however. Fitchburg Monty Tech picks it up. They'll try to make something. Ryan Johnson handling, beats one man, but loses the puck in so doing. If he could have handled that puck better, he would have had an excellent opportunity for a shot on Goodfriend, but he lost just enough of it to where the puck trickled harmlessly in, and the sophomore goalie was able to pick it up.
You can see it on the replay. Made a nice move to try to get around the defender, but again, wasn't able to keep the puck on his stick. Ended up gliding harmlessly on Brant Goodfriend.
Now breakaway shot, score! Just like that, TJ Murphy puts the biscuit in the basket and gives North Middlesex the lead.
The sophomore defenseman just using the speed burst there. And that first goal that Johnson conceded, I mean, that was on his teammates. This time, though, you could see just waiting all the time and just waiting him out. It just felt like Garrett Johnson was waiting for him to make the first move, make any move. And Murphy just took the quick snapshot and put it under Johnson's blocker there. Third goal of the season for TJ Murphy, the sophomore defenseman, has given his side their first lead of the night.
North Middlesex looking to press the advantage now. They have the puck once again in Fitchburg's end. Shot save made by Johnson. Rebound goes to the right side, gathered there by the Patriots. Trying to make something happen. Send it to center. Advance forward, shot save made. That was Murphy again. Pretty blatant trip goes uncalled. That's fine. North Middlesex maintains possession. Shot is blocked, never gets to Johnson. Chased on the right corner by Rodriguez. Kept in the zone and sent back behind the net by Dunbar. Get Caleb Amadon credited with the assist on Murphy's goal. One minute to play here in the second period. Fitchburg Monty Tech trying to answer back after the Patriots of North Middlesex have taken a 2-1 lead. Max Bolak with the puck, skating through 4 defenders. Bolak trying to do it all himself, winds up with nothing. Puck goes back behind the Patriot net. Bolak once again making guys miss. Tries to center, nobody there. Wildly loose puck, and the net, fortunately for North Middlesex, comes off. Dan Brandt Goodfriend had lunged so far to his right and was so far out of position as that puck trickled right through his crease, almost right onto the stick of a Fitchburg Monty Tech player. Looked for a moment like we were going to have a tie game, but that is not to be.
And interference was called against Christian Rodriguez and all of that, so even if maybe they'd gotten a scoring chance, it may not have counted. And now North Middlesex going to get their second power play of the game.
We ended the first period with Fitchburg Monty Tech on the power play. Now we'll end the second with North Middlesex there. Unless they score here, quick shot is saved by Johnson. Dan Abbott took the snap shot right off the draw. Took all of 1 second off the clock. Johnson was able to make the catch, however. North Middlesex with the man advantage. Puck deep in the Red Raider end. Unable to keep the handle there was Jimmy O'Keefe. Now Fitchburg Monty Tech shorthanded but on a breakaway. 2-on-2 opportunity if they hurry with it. Shot save made by Goodfriend. Rebound trickles back behind the net. The Patriots will pick it up and now they can press the advantage. Centered there, picked up. Jimmy O'Keefe with it. His shot covered up by Johnson. 8 seconds and change to play here in period number 2. Pats leading the Raiders 2-1. You can see there on your screen, North Middlesex will have the power play for the rest of this period and a minute and change to begin the third. Unless, of course, they score in the remaining dwindling seconds here. Face-off sent back behind the Raider net. Just trying to kill those last few seconds, and they will do so. The horn goes, the period ends. No goals scored in the first period, 3 in the second. And if you're a Fitchburg Monty Tech fan, unfortunately, 2 of them by the Patriots.
Goals by Nick Miller and TJ Murphy.
Got to say, Dan, I feel like 2-1 is about the right scoreline here.
For how these two teams have played, I can agree with that. It's been a solid back and forth game. Both teams have had their chances, but North Middlesex just able to create goals with great individual efforts.
But it was a very entertaining second period of action. Hopefully the third period will have more of the same, more goals to come. 15 more minutes of hockey to be played, but first, one more break. We'll take it alongside the players and be back with you. It's Hockey Night in Fitchburg, right here on FATV. We are back for the third period of action here on Hockey Night on Fitchburg. Hockey Night in Fitchburg on FATV. I will get my prepositions correct. I'm John Gugerty, joined, of course, by Daniel Bolak, who will have the play-by-play call of this third and final period.
Thank you, John.
You do better than I did. That's an order.
I will do that. Minute 15 and change to go on the power play for North Middlesex that carry over from the second. There's a shot and a kick save by Johnson. but nobody quite able to get on the rebound for North Middlesex. Now brought up on the far side, dumped in by Max Bolak and around the boards.
O'Keefe was able to get to the rebound, but he wasn't able to deliver the shot with the authority that he wanted. Had an opportunity for the one-timer, but couldn't capitalize.
Shots in the second period were 12-11 in favor of North Middlesex. The goal scoring was 2-1 also in favor of North Middlesex. So 10 saves for both Garrett Johnson and Brant Goodfriend. As that's dumped all the way down. Don't you hate when your throat's about to betray you?
Absolutely.
Sure betrayed me right there. A cough and a kill switch, and we're back on it. 25 on the power for North Middlesex, their second power play of the night. As it's dumped all the way down into the zone, Ryan Lavery battling with Anthony Lesperance. Into the corner and around the boards. Hits off a stanchion and deflects downwards onto the ice.
Did that hit the stanchion? Because by the way he flinched, I thought it hit the referee.
Maybe it had as well. Offsides, that was clearly over and back, despite the groan from the North Middlesex side.
Well, Patriot faithful are an excitable bunch.
Indeed they are, everyone on their best behavior tonight. Face off outside of the Red Raiders zone. 4 seconds remain on this Patriot power play. Draw one by the Patriots. Tyler Dunbar had trouble settling it down. Penalty is over. And the Red Raiders back to full strength. Dumped in, settled behind the net by Garrett Johnson. Red Raiders send it around for Liam Hickey. Hickey will go back the other way. Red Raiders having trouble getting it out of the zone. Connor Ledger got it caught in the stick of a Patriot. And another one caught out there. Hickey gets a push on the near side. Bolak across the blue line. It bounced into the zone, where it's taken by Ethan Freeman, who will bring it behind Brant Goodfriend. Shots now 18 apiece with 12:50 to go in the game. It's rushed up the right side by Kyle Krosick. Krosick can't get around Connor Ledger. And back around the boards it comes again for Liam Hickey. This is going to be cleared down, but it's going to be icing.
Comes all the way down, and it will come all the way back.
No touch icing used in high school hockey. So even though Brant Goodfriend goes behind the net to get the puck ready to play on, it's like if the whistle blows and it's icing, then it's no big deal. If it doesn't blow and it's not icing, well, he's ready to play it along.
Exactly. It's the kind of goaltending instinct you would expect from Brant Goodfriend. After all, he is a Kalos Philos to his associates. That one was Greek.
Puck goes in the right wing corner and finally pulled out by the Red Raiders. Lesperance trying the self-pass. It's a pretty solid one, but finally run down by Sean Morrissey for the Patriots. And they'll bring it up on the far side. Gains the red, dumps in. Johnson settles and will just leave it for Brogan. On the far side, Devin LeBlanc. That one pushed down but stays in the zone. Backhand pass, could not find the recipient there. They were looking for Nick Miller, who's already got a goal tonight. And out of the zone for Connor Ludford. Ludford with the pass up ice. And now Caleb Amadon. Gets the nudge on the right side. Loose in the circle, shot, save, rebound, score! Johnson makes the initial save, but North Middlesex right there to follow on, and they take a 3-1 lead. As it looks very much like TJ Murphy has got his second goal of the night.
Couldn't see who it was initially. Murphy was definitely in there with the pile celebrating. We'll take another look at it on the replay. The initial stop, a good save by Johnson, but then Murphy indeed, TJ Murphy, right there, grabs the rebound, puts it home, gives North Middlesex a 3-1 lead.
The sophomore defenseman has doubled his goal tally on the season. Came into tonight with 2, he's got 4 now. And his brace makes it 3-1. Under the zone on the backhand, looking for the wraparound. Ryan Lavery trying to feed one of his teammates, just couldn't get the shot cleanly away.
That was Murphy right there in front.
That one couldn't be settled down by Connor Ledger, but if you make an attempt on it, it's not going to kill the icing. And so the face-off's going to come down.
Don't mind me, I'm just, assessing the faithful who have come from the Townsend area to support North Middlesex and seeing, just how many hats might get thrown on the ice if Murphy should record a third goal here.
Yep. So we get the assists from Caleb Amadon and Jimmy O'Keefe. Now North Middlesex will bring it up. 3:29 the time of the goal as North Middlesex takes a 3-1 lead. That one dumped in. It'll be settled by L'Esperance on the right side, his own zone. Now pushed up. Here's Riley LeBlanc into the zone, tries to get some space, gets a shot off, saved by Goodfriend, a rebound, and the shot ends up going off a stick and wide to the right.
Goodfriend turned away Riley LeBlanc, but then Devin LeBlanc came crashing down, had an opportunity, wasn't able to get the shot off that he wanted.
And on the other end, Johnson makes a stop as North Middlesex transitions. But one has to be wary of those dangerous rebounds, the puck ricocheting so far off the pad.
That was what happened on the last goal by North Middlesex. Johnson made a good initial save, but left a nice juicy rebound sitting right there for TJ Murphy, and Murphy was able to pick it up.
And a shot through traffic, and Johnson able to get his pads on it and kick it away. Went through a screen, may not have even saw it.
I think that one actually hit Matt Lynch's stick and got deflected offline.
That one goes in the right wing corner. Morrissey on the near side for Lynch. Bolak trying to step up, take it away. Trying to keep control of it. But there's just one of Max Bolak and many North Middlesex Patriots that goes off someone on the Red Raider bench. Stops play with 9:35 to go in the contest.
Gives us a chance to thank some more of our underwriters who help bring this and every remote broadcast to you. FATV wishes to extend its thanks to the Sentinel and Enterprise, Fitchburg State University, Mart, and Hub International.
Draw comes to the right of Goodfriend. Won by the Red Raiders. A shot flutters harmlessly wide into the right wing corner. Hickey, the nudge on. Connor Ludford will retrieve behind his own net and skate it up ice to the near side. Ludford continuing on, plays it off the boards. Peter Stevens will try to get that for the Red Raiders. Sailed down by Ledger. Now nudged along, a swing and a miss there from Bolak, not able to get a clean play on it. But Stevens carries on, finds Johnson on the left side. Rubbed out of the play, and Ryan Lavery on the near side, that's turned over. But Riley LeBlanc can do nothing more than nudge it back towards the end boards. On the near side, here is Caleb Amadon into the zone. He takes a shot and a glove save by Garrett Johnson. They'll hold for draw with 8:36 to go in the game. 3-1, North Middlesex in front.
Really nothing fancy there on that save by Johnson. Had a good look at it and he just stuck his glove up there, made the catch, got the whistle.
We see it on the replay and it is as you described. Draw will come to Johnson's left. He has 17 saves on the night. Riley LeBlanc will take it up ice. Trying to get around the one player there. But Seamus McVeigh not letting him pass.
It was less a shoulder block and more of a gentle takedown. He just kind of stuck his shoulder out and guided LeBlanc down to the ice.
Held his ground well. That broke up the play. Here's Jimmy O'Keefe. Just got his first assist of his career. Had 4 goals and no assists coming into tonight's game. He assisted on that 3rd goal for North Middlesex. Around the boards to the left side, out of the reach of L'Esperance. Stick work battle with Nick Miller. Try to move it out in front for O'Keefe.
Ryan Johnson did some dangerous skating there. He took that puck right through his own crease. One fortuitous poke check or one mishandled puck, and it would have been a 4-1 game.
And if you thought Garrett Johnson was angry after the first goal he conceded,
he would have been very angry after that one. There would have been words exchanged.
Oh yes, it would have been far more than just a raging stare down. I know if someone brought it through my crease and got turned in like that, there would be some expletives. Many, many, many bad words. Peter Stevens into the zone. Goes off the glass on the end. North Middlesex this season has yet to have a streak of any kind. They have never strung together consecutive wins or consecutive losses or consecutive ties. That streak would end tonight if the Red Raiders can rack off 3 goals in the last 7 minutes. And for North Middlesex, a win to get them back to 500. You have to post a 500 record by season's end to earn yourself a spot in the postseason. Every win important. That's 2 points on the line every night. The goal to get to 20. North Middlesex coming in with 11. And against a 3A opponent really looking for the 2 tonight. As that one pinballs in front, Johnson belly flops on top of the puck.
Little extracurricular activity happening after the whistle. Max Bolak, Anthony Lesperance. While they exchange words with the official, we want to thank Resource Management, Unitil, Minuteman Press, and North End Subaru for their support in underwriting FATV's remote broadcasts all year long.
These two teams will be back in action midweek next week. Fitchburg will be hosting Oakmont on February the 6th, a 4 o'clock start. Thursday afternoon game here from the Civic Center. Then North Middlesex will be going down to the NESC in Marlborough to take on Neshoba Clinton. That'll be on Wednesday. Liam Hickey in the left corner. Touched on for Bolak, tried to find Hickey again. Hops over his stick and out to the near side. Dispossessed for a moment is Connor Ludford. He gets it back. 2 Raiders there. Jay Salem, one of them, trying to knock it away. Hickey there as well. Strong stick work. Salem got a hold of it, lost it, got it back. Can't set up for a shot. And it's cleared out to center where it's taken by Lesperance.
Raiders are playing with increasing urgency here. They're well aware of the time. It's less than 6 minutes to play now, and they need 2 goals.
Just dumped in, and Garrett Johnson will take no chances. Cover that one up for a draw. 5:49 to go in the third.
Dan, you mentioned Neshoba Clinton will be playing in Marlborough later this week. We also want to thank UMass Memorial Health Alliance Clinton Hospital, as well as Rollstone Bank and Trust and Workers Credit Union for their support in underwriting our FATV remote telecasts all season long.
Nicely woven in there. There's a penalty coming here. There was a lot of pushing and shoving away from the puck, and I think they're taking one from either side.
They will be sent to their room, they will have no supper, and they will think about what they did.
Ryan Johnson and Jimmy O'Keefe each off for 2 minutes. And we will play 4-a-side. I think we might play 4-a-side, we will not play 4-a-side. One of those NFHS rules, we'll just wipe that out.
Sure.
They'll sit for 2 minutes or more. And think about what they did. Puck on the near side. North Middlesex just trying to protect it, keep control, kill some time. Now move it out to the top of the slot.
Johnson and O'Keefe both assess penalties for roughing, which is one of the vaguer hockey calls. It's hockey. Everything is rough.
Would have been icing if it got to the goal line there. It didn't get to the goal line, so it won't be icing. That pass misses its mark. And that will be icing. Doesn't help the Red Raiders any. Draw will come to one side of Garrett Johnson with 4:52 to go.
Shots on goal for the game, 23-19 in favor of the Patriots. Don't freak out, Sully. It's just a drill. It's not an actual 23-19. It's just the shots on goal tally.
Shots in this period, 6-1 in favor of North Middlesex. The Red Raiders able to poke it out of the zone. Returned back in by North Middlesex. On the left side is Ryan Lavery. Wraps it around, looking for that one-time feed. But nobody there to pick it up for the Patriots. Chase Salem trying to get it out of the zone. Sent right back in by the Patriots again. Salem again to win the puck. Keeps control of it, just trying to keep possession. Now has to bring it back out of his own end, and the Lesperance. For Robert Brogan, that's dumped in softly.
Brogan was just on the correct side of the red line.
This will be icing. That's probably what the Red Raiders needed right now, because it looks like they've been a bit lethargic, I think. They've been a bit slow. They've had a lot of trouble getting the dump and chase to work.
Yeah, you know, I said that they were playing with a little more urgency, and for about a minute there they were. But for the last, I would say the overall tenor of this period, especially since North Middlesex extended the lead, has been one of, well, that was a shame. Let's end this now. I guess we have to keep playing hockey rather than, you know, the desperate struggle to get 2 points and get back in this game.
It has been stuck in the Red Raider end. A stick breaks on the near side and will play on.
And credit as well to the Patriots. They have really set the tone here. Obviously, they would be...
There's a goal to put it away, Ryan Reel.
You know, I was in the middle of saying they would be happy to just see out the end of this game. I guess they wouldn't be. Why see out the end of a 3-1 game when you can celebrate the end of a 4-1 game?
You can see Ryan Reel just settling it on his stick and shooting it just under the glove of Garrett Johnson. Oh, that's a great place to put a puck there.
Ryan Reel, his second goal of the season for the senior.
Reel had a hat trick against Fitchburg last time these two teams met. An unassisted goal for Reel, his second of the season. Just well done to settle that, and there's another shot that goes off the pipe. Which just reminds me, we've not had very many shots off the posts in either of our contests today.
No. And to be honest with you, I think Johnson made a save there, so I don't think we've seen any. But if that hit the pipe, I think that would be the first one.
Maybe it went off of Johnson, then off the pipe. I'm pretty sure I heard the ting. Shot in off a skate, redirects wide to the left. Fitchburg had the opening goal in this contest, but the Patriots have had the last 4. Shot in from the right point. Johnson makes the stop there.
Feels like it was so very long ago. The early minutes of the second period, Fitchburg went up 1-0. Since then, it has been all Patriots.
Shot by Amadon going just wide as it settled down in the right wing corner with 2:05 to go in the game and a 3-goal lead for North Middlesex. Lesperance loses it off the stick. Battled for on the near side and dumped back in. And a whistle with 1:48 left.
While we have a moment, Dan, we want to let the folks at home know about our next telecast, which will be next Saturday, a 6:30 start, we assume?
Sometime around then.
Sometime around 6:15 or 6:30, because there are games before it. It'll be like this week, basically. But it will be Fitchburg Monty Tech, these same Red Raiders, taking on the Leominster Blue Devils. That will be here at the Wallace Civic Center, although, interestingly enough, it will be a road game for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Leominster, as we've alluded earlier, they play their home games here at Wallace Civic Center. They will be the home team for that matchup.
They will be, so it'll be a different set of jerseys for the Red Raiders.
So these graphics that you're so familiar with, we're just going to take the Fitchburg, we're going to put them on the right side where the visiting team goes. I'm committing to this now so that we don't get to be lazy next week. They're the visiting team, darn it. We're going to treat them like the visitors they are. Next week only, it's Leominster Access. We probably should. There actually is a Leominster Access TV.
There's a Leominster TV.
Well, fine.
They may or may not be here too.
Well,
with their own coverage, I don't know.
We'll definitely be here. How about that?
We will be here with that. Next week.
It'll be Hockey Night in Leominster. That's what we'll call it. It's Hockey Night in Leominster on FATV next week.
Is it better than the rivalry on ice? Anyway. So after matching minors, there's a shot, and for the third time this period, Brant Goodfriend makes a save.
Goodfriend has been untroubled due to the offensive prowess of his Wijjulp teammates. That one was Klingon. Thank you, Jared Roberts, for the inspiration.
90 seconds left in this contest. Ryan Johnson wins the draw, pushes over for Devin LeBlanc. Lost off his stick, trying to rush up ice are the Patriots. It will be picked up there by Stevens. Brought out of the zone, dumped back into laid off sides. They'll touch up. Les Barantz, who is listed as a forward, but he's been playing primarily as a defenseman, I've been seeing. That one turned over and backhanded on goal by Teague Archambault, but a can of corn for Garrett Johnson. He'll make the catch. 63 seconds left in this contest.
You don't often like to ascribe, you don't want to read too much into the emotions that players are showing on the field, because obviously they're more complicated than we know. Every person is, 1,000 contradictions and all of those little things. Garrett Johnson doesn't want to be out there right now. Like, he's out there, he's doing his job, he's steering away pucks, but he has the demeanor of a guy who is just about done playing hockey. And fortunately, in 50 seconds, he will be done playing hockey.
For tonight, he knows it's been a bit of a frustrating night. There have been a couple of goals that he may have wanted back, a couple of goals where he feels like he was hung out to dry. And his squad's offense not quite there. This is not going to be the worst loss of the season for this Red Raider team, who saw a Hopedale team come in a couple of weeks ago and hang 10 on them in what was a battle of the Raiders versus the Raiders, the red versus the blue. But,
well, they'll have a small bit of revenge, at least on a color perspective, next week, as it'll be the Red Raiders and the Blue Devils.
Indeed, a good opportunity.
Where they will have to travel, be the road team.
Yeah, they'll be on this side of the rink.
They go in the unfriendly confines of the Wallace Civic Center.
Shot turned wide of the cage. Down to 15 seconds left in this game. North Middlesex looking for one more. But that's offsides. Just barely touched the white on the wrong side.
Okay. I understand that you want to get the calls right. That was the ticky-tackest over and back I've ever seen with 7 seconds left in a 4-1 game. What are you doing?
And time will expire. North Middlesex and Brant Goodfriend take a 4-1 win.
A dominating performance by North Middlesex. Really, from the moment Fitchburg scored, North Middlesex said, oh, you guys came to play. And then they absolutely dominated the game from that point forward. We'll take a look at all 5 of the goals that were scored in this game. The first coming right here from Ryan Johnson of Fitchburg, right under the blocker of Brant Goodfriend. See it from another angle there. That put the Raiders up 1-0, and it really was, Dan, the last highlight of the night for Fitchburg Monty Tech.
Yep. You can see the puck turned over here, and Nick Miller equalized just a few minutes later, 4 minutes later to be exact, to tie the game up. And then this breakaway, TJ Murphy just storming up ice, and he waits out Garrett Johnson, sneaks it under his blocker for his third of the season. That made it 2-1, and that would stand up to be the winner, although little did we know at the time.
Not knowing that that would be the winner, Murphy decided to add another to his tally, doubling his mark on the season. He came in with 2, he leaves with 4.
Just perfectly playing the rebound. And then Ryan Reel just taking a loose puck in the left circle and just winding it past Johnson to get his second goal of the season. And that would lead to the final scoreline you see there. 4-1, North Middlesex takes the victory over Fitchburg Monty Tech to get back to 500, now 5-5-3, while the Red Raiders take their third loss of the season. They fall to 6-3-3.
It has been a fantastic edition of Hockey Night in Fitchburg, my first of the season. I have missed doing hockey oh so much. I'm glad to be back here at the Civic Center. And of course, we want to thank the entire crew of FATV who produced not 1, but 2 excellent telecasts for you here today. You see our camera operators there. Nate Glennie stepped in, came from doing his actual job doing video production at Holy Cross, came here and helped us out with the second game. That is our executive director, folks. That is part of the reason FATV is the success that it is. So proud of the work we do here at FATV. For Dan Bolek, I am John Grugerty. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week. Fitchburg versus Leominster. It's Hockey Night in Fitchburg, right here on FATV.